It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Might be changing the route. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
Well, you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unleashes it. Working that left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to the run, it's Jordan. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Pulls it in with one hand.
I tell you what, these gloves nowadays are amazing. You see this more and more. Who needs two hands? You just go up with one hand, pluck it, bring it down for the catch.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Carr on play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
A nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Intercepted to stop the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I love the defense defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
To throw, it's Mayava. Under fire. Got his man on the outside. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Mobley. There's a crease. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Running inside, it's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
From the red zone, it's Williams. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Mayava. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes one. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They'll run this play from the pistol. Throwing. Carr. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. The give is to Williams. He's inside the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Williams. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this offense has started this season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab down the middle. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little light here on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Wants to fire on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Williams. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Mayava. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Washington, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease, it's Mobley. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the wideout, working the middle, and he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now it's 2nd and long. The pressure, lets it fly, got his man downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. In the red area, it's Williams. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for room. It's Young. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the tight end. Maybe a crease. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Jordan. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality and running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. The give is to Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. He's got him. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Young. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that late and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype. Does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the George Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Finds his tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
It'll be third and long. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the middle. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to throw again. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
23 on the play. That's the first down for the offense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going with the counter play here. Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure he was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and fortunately ended up losing yards.
Might as well stick with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams